Palestinians have been in the news for decades, yet it seems that only occasionally journalists and news organizations get their story right. The clear reality about the situation in Palestine under an outbreak of violence Zionists committed against Palestinians was long concealed by numerous Western news outlets, which either did so outright or utilized the standard denialist rhetoric. Pro-Israel bias was shaken this time by the Al-Aqsa flood operation.
There is also a communication war that is going on to shape the narrative of this story, in which a dangerous 9/11 and an ISISation analogy that has been made by Western media to justify the war crimes of the civilian and military leaders of the colonial state.
This time, the Palestinian resistance strategy was successful in dispelling the myth that those who support Palestinian justice are also supporting terrorism. Instead, it made it clear to the whole world that Palestinians are not terrorists. Rather, they are simply defying oppressive occupation and fighting for their rights.
Bias in the media is terrifying at the moment. They're showing unconfirmed reports, one of which was 40 babies being beheaded by Hamas, which later even the apartheid's own military said was false. This shows that the media is even worse than the military when it comes to propaganda. And meanwhile, every single person who stands up for Palestine is being made to feel like they're some sort of anti-Semite, some sort of extremist, some sort of terrorist.
A large portion of the Western media refuses to acknowledge the fact that Gaza has become an open-air prison and a mass graveyard due to the systemic oppression that deprives its economy and residents from basic necessities.
In some, Western media always been biased and unfair to cover the stories of war when it comes to their leaders' national interest.
This dire situation has persisted for decades. It is unfathomable how Zionists and Western media are seeking to hide the truth, deleting accounts of those who try and disseminate the reality about the continuous trauma inflicted by the apartheid regime on innocent Palestinians.